Yo, welcome to DolFans United, the platform for DolFans. You heard me. We back in here on a Sunday, fun day. Just got out of church a little while ago. We got some stuff to talk about today now. Cuts was made yesterday. Some feelings was hurt yesterday. Some people was happy yesterday as well. All right. First of all, round of applause to the Dolphins for a successful training camp. Not too many serious injuries. All right, guys came in and competed, I'm sure, fought their tails off to make the squad. Some guys that were probably improbable to make the team made the team. Some guys were surprisingly cut. There was some guys that were surprisingly cut as well. We're going to go over all of that for you. Don't want this video to be too long. Once again, attention span is not that great. All right, for this generation. So try to concise my videos a little bit. Let's get straight into it. All right, so we got some notable cuts, okay? These are the guys that you wouldn't expect to see on the cut list. You understand it somewhat, but they were there last year for the most part, all right? So these are guys that you're not expecting to see cut. All right, guard Shaq Calhoun, okay? For whatever reason, wasn't living up to his potential. He was cut. All right, maybe he'll be back on the practice squad. Who knows? They haven't given us the full list of the practice squad just yet, so we don't know what we're dealing with. All right, so we got guard Shaq Calhoun. We got guard Danny Isadora. Sorry, he was another guy. He was on the team last year. Started a few games. He was also a guy that was a cut. So, I mean, some guys outplayed him. They did bring in some competition. So we drafted, obviously, 2 rookies. We also drafted 2 rookie guards, I should say. 3 rookies altogether on the line. 2 rookie guards. They had a center come in. They also had Eric Flowers. Depth probably filled in by, some of the guys they brought in didn't quite need these guys. They may be on the practice squad. Once again, we don't know. Gary Jennings, I put him on here because I heard his name a few times in practice, so he was doing some things, just not enough to bust through. I mean, there was a lot of talented wide receivers, so, somebody had to get cut. He was one of them. Kirk Merritt, all right, I'm sure he will be on the practice squad. He was an undrafted free agent. We'll see what happens with him. Maybe he makes it back on the practice. Well, I'm pretty sure he'll be back on the practice squad, so maybe we'll hear more from him later. Ken Webster. There was a guy that was brought in as well to compete at the cornerback position. Cornerback is decent. I wouldn't say it's deep, but it's pretty good. So he was one of the guys that were cut. And then last but not least, the surprise cut. This cut was made on Friday night. That was Josh Rosen. Quarterback Josh Rosen in his 3rd year was cut by the Miami Dolphins. We have 2, count them, 2 quarterbacks on the roster at the moment, in Fitzpatrick and in Tagovailoa, which, as you can see, one of the jerseys came in. This is more of a prop jersey that I got. My official joint is going to be coming in the one out that I'll wear to games or wear while watching games. This one is going to stay right where it's at for the most part. I mean, if I do some revisions, then it'll move around, but it'll be behind me somewhere, all right, on the wall behind me. But it's pretty nice. It's the throwback joint. All right. It is stitched, but I mean, I didn't pay a lot of money for it. All right. It is what it is. It's a nice jersey. It is Tua. So we was just talking about Tua, so I figured I'll show y'all real quick. All right. Anyway, getting back to it, Tua and Fitz. So if something happens to Fitz, if he's the starter, all right, Brian Flores is not really telling us who the starter is, although I believe it's Fitz. He wants to keep things close to the vest like he always does, which is cool. But if anything happens to Fitz, assuming he's the starter, then that means Tua's coming straight in. And honestly, we saw Rosen come in before because Fitz was hurt. So Fitz can get nicked. He runs a lot. The offensive line, we don't know what we got yet. So one blindside hit, and he's out of there. And Tua's going to have to come in and lead the way. So we're going to get to see him a lot sooner than we might have thought we were. And that's good. I'm glad to see that. I'm definitely glad to see that. All right, now, Rosen, I looked it up. He already found a team. Okay, now, he wasn't claimed off waivers, so that means we got to pay the rest of the man's salary. which sucks. But he is going to the team that I feel is the best team to help him grow his game, and that is Tampa Bay. Okay, he is on Tampa Bay's practice squad as of today. He was signed by them to their practice squad. So what does that mean? He gets to learn under Bruce Arians, Tom Brady. Doesn't get any better than that. Learn from the GOAT in Tom Brady and learning from a great offensive mind in Bruce Arians. That should help speed up his process. Tom Brady's going to be there at least 2 years. You get to learn behind him, although on the practice squad, so it's not like, he going to be on the sidelines, like next guy up type thing. But he gets to work his way on up. He gets to develop. And that's what you're on the practice squad to do, is to develop. So I'm happy for him. I don't want him to do successfully against us whatsoever. But I want him to have a long career like Chad Henne. Chad Henne went on to have a long career as a backup. Got a Super Bowl championship. More power to you. Good riddance. Anyway, all right, so moving forward. One of the guys that made the squad that I thought had a hard time making it, and I just want to bring his name up, is Malcolm Perry, wide receiver / running back. Malcolm Perry made the team as a 7th round pick. That means that he was doing some things that were good. Not practice squad now. He made the 53. That means he was showing some things. And I know he had some passes with Tua, had some passes with Rosen that were deep bombs, slants, whatever, what have you. The man did some things. He's a nice gadget piece. We're supposed to be using him, Jakeem Grant, all right, and some of our other guys to do some special things this year. All right, Albert Wilson's out there, so he was that gadget guy for us. Malcolm Perry, he brings that surprise factor. All right, got a little quick twitch in him. Used to be a quarterback, so think Brad Smith back in the day with the Jets. Think of some other guys that you could probably come up with. Even Edelman. You could think Edelman if you want. Guys that were ex-quarterbacks that come in and, they have some surprise factors. So they might throw a pass every now and then on a double reverse pass or something. All right. Anyway, he's able to do that. So we'll see what he brings to the table. He made the 53, so I'm sure he's going to play in some capacity. All right. So a nugget of interest is that none, and I do repeat, none, and the Dolphins are famous for having them, none of the undrafted free agents made the team this year. That is due to COVID. Plain and simple, that's a COVID thing, because every year at least 2 or 3 minimum make the team undrafted for the Dolphins because there's no preseason. There was no way for them to fully evaluate a game day player. So there's no way for them to see everything because some guys turn it on when the lights are on, and the lights were not on. You're in practice. You can't go full speed, especially if you're on defense. You can't tackle. You can't show what you're made of unless you're going up against another team. So that kind of sucks for those guys, but they did increase the size of the practice squad. So some of these guys will get a chance to make the team in some capacity, okay? But I did think that was interesting because the Dolphins are notorious for having guys make the team. I think they had like 7 last year, something like that. It was a crazy number last year. Make the team as undrafted free agents. All right. The 2 people that I want to talk about us adding, one to the practice squad, one to the team, is first we traded for running back Lynn Bowden, or Bowden, however you want to say that, Jr. We traded for him. Supposedly he is a freak athlete, very athletic guy who makes guys miss, who has a knack of, as Omar Kelly said today, of making the first man miss, the first defender miss, while he was in college at Kentucky. So that's good. Don't know why the Raiders got rid of him or wanted to trade him. Maybe they're deep at the running back position. Maybe he had a conflict. I don't know. All right. Something always going on with the Raiders. Anyway, he's on our team now, so that's good to see. Hopefully he can contribute in some way or fashion. And then we also signed Antonio Callaway, wide receiver. If you watched Hard Knocks from last year, then you probably seen him, or last year or 2 years ago, you probably seen him with the Browns. He was one of those guys, talented, but he had some off the field issues that he was dealing with. They cut him. Now he is they cut him a while back. All right, he's been out of a job for a little while now, but he's found his way onto the Dolphins practice squad. Okay, so we'll see how that develops. But yeah, I'm so ready for next week. So ready for next week. Next week, I'm going to be dropping a video going back over the full season again, recapping what my first prediction was, my way too early prediction was, and then seeing if there's any difference in them, which I believe there will be a difference. And then of course, we're going to go over the Patriots and how I feel like we're going to beat them and blah, 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 so on and so forth. We're going to have a great week this week. All right. This is the week right here. All right. Spoiler alert, we beating the Patriots next Sunday. We're beating them, okay? I don't care. I don't know what the score is going to be. I'll give you a score later on in the week, but we're beating them, okay? I've been saying this for a little while now. If you've been watching my videos, we're whooping them boys, all right? We're going up to their house and we're beating them, okay? Reminiscent of 2008 Wildcat game, all right? We have a new offense, so we might as well, throw up another 38 burger on them, okay, at least. All right, I'll holler at y'all. Fins up, baby. Let's go. Y'all already know what time it is. We been here. We do this live and in the flesh. Do it for y'all. Do it for all the subscribers. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. And if you have signed on with us last couple days, I appreciate all of y'all. God bless. Fins up. Let's go.
Thank you.